You have found my treasure. One, two, three, four. Eyes on my side. That was a heroic effort. Use magic to kill death. The best has moved. One, two, three, four. Try and find a way out. Beware the demon. I've not seen such bravery. Let's see you get out of here. Do not listen to the players yet. Stay potent for later use. The best has moved. I'm running out. They refuse to open doors. One, two, three, four.
Welcome. Hi everybody, how you doing? Hi there, Burn. Breaking the World of Warcraft streak for at least a day. I do kind of want to play WoW, but no. We're gonna do something other than WoW. I need to stop doing that, at least for the streaming anyway. On withdrawals. But we're here in Derail Valley. Hopefully I remember how to play it. It's only been a few days. I should, well, maybe a week or so. Of course, once the new simulator update comes out for Derail Valley, everybody's gonna play it. But, you know, right now, Not so much. The simulator update, I think, is next month. Boy, I really should have checked on that before I started streaming so I could... I know the date's already set for the simulator update. You know what? I'm going to check that right now. I know the date is set. It's on Steam. That's why I never think to check it. What's this? Hold on. I have an item in my inventory for some reason. Did somebody gift me something? Sonic Mania Booster Pack. Did somebody give me that? Cool. I hope nobody... Well, this is not so much I hope nobody gave me that. It's just... I hope if somebody did, they say something. I don't think they did. I think it was just given to me. Maybe by Sonic Mania. Trading cards. I could sell it. I could sell it for 26 cents. Unpack. Hi there, Scissors. How you doing? Oh. Maybe Sonic Mania just got cards. Neat. I got Sonic the Hedgehog, Miles Tails Prower, and Knuckles the Echidna. Interesting. Let's see, are those the only 3 cards I have? Oh, I should not have clicked that. Woody Gunner. No, I have some other ones, so it's a booster pack. Interesting. Oh, and Byrne got the badge for having all the cards, it looks like. Neat. I still need Heavy King, Heavy Magician, and Heavy Rider. Interesting. I don't really care about cards on Steam at all. I never figured out how to do that. The only thing I figured out how to do with cards is if I had more than one of the same card, I would turn it into gems. Yeah, I have like 262 gems, and I guess if you get enough of those gems, you can do something with it. I don't know. Interesting. Anywho, just happened to see that on Steam. I went on Steam. I wanted to check Derail Valley for a second. I know it said like right on Steam when the simulator update's coming out, I think. Oh, it's March. I thought it was February. It's March. Okay, so we got a couple months yet. It's gonna be really good, though. Alright, cool. Alright. Scissors, let me know if I need to load up the content manager for you. I don't know if you're still trying to download stuff. I don't think it has to be open on my end, but I have no idea how that really works, so maybe it does. I don't think so, though. But I can run that in the background, no problem. Okay, so what we have here... I'll have to start with the beginning of the story here. This is something I did... We're in the coal mine now. Oh no, the radio's playing copyright music. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, just close your ears for a second. It's okay for now, okay? Turn off. There. Did I turn it off or did I switch it to tape? It's off. Okay, good. I do have cassettes in the caboose I could try to use, but it's easier to just play my own music. And the cassettes keep falling out of the caboose and going back into the lost and found. It's really annoying. Anywho, what I did last time, well, not last time on stream, on my own, I came in here with these 3 passenger cars. It was a commuter job from Food Factory, and I was really close to running out of time. So I pulled in this track here, which was open, and then I switched back there and ran around. Now, what I didn't see, I was working too fast. I had like 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes. I looked, and I thought this track was input. Yeah, I thought this input track was clear. So I just run around and zip around and move the passenger cars over. But turns out there was 3 flat cars with excavators parking here that I didn't see, and I wasn't looking back like I usually do with the steam engine. You know how well the vision is. So I slammed pretty hard into those 3 excavator cars with the tender. Didn't derail, but I just paid off the damages at the machine, and it was like $40-something thousand of damages to the excavators. And I made I still, because of that time delay of me dealing with the fact that I just slammed into those cars, and then I had to, run around and move these cars over a track. After all that, I still didn't get the time bonus for the commuter cars, so it was a pretty big loss, but whatever. I still have, how much? 747,000, so I don't care. And I have all the licenses in the game, so I really don't care. It doesn't matter. Oh, burn, your power went out just as soon as... Oh, that sucks. Oh, jeez. We have this thing, I don't know what it is, with Orange and Rockland, the power company around here. Something, I think they're switching the source of the power. Let me pause while I'm talking because it's just starting to get dark. It's going to get dark anyway. But every once in a while in the morning, sometimes it happens a lot, sometimes it doesn't happen for a while, but the power will blink out just for less than a second, just a split little second, just long enough for anything that's digital, like a computer or something, or the cable boxes, all the digital cable boxes for the TVs when we used to have those, just enough to knock those out and make them reset. Or I have a couple of digital clocks. I have a clock radio, and then there's a couple of other digital clocks that I've set up under some of the TVs now because there's no cable box anymore for the time. Just enough to make them blink. It's the most annoying thing ever. It hasn't happened now for a couple of weeks, knock on wood. It always happens in the morning. It's something like, I have a feeling like it's a big fuse switch or something, like credit control, whatever. Sounds like junk to me, but it's like a big switch that switches like a power source, and it doesn't quite do it smoothly enough to keep the power from blinking out just for a second. It's the most annoying thing ever when it happens. I actually got a bunch of 9-volt batteries for the little digital clocks so that at least they don't lose power. They don't blink when the power goes out for a second. So yeah, this run from Food Factory to here, I didn't do it on stream, but it was a big loss, basically. But it doesn't matter. It's just the fun of doing it, I guess. So now, just looking things over, I see some of those empty flat cars, and there's more over there. And before we leave, I gotta take my engine over, my steam engine, and fill the tender up and stuff, but I've got enough. I'm not in dire straits with the water right now, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. Can definitely do a little bit of switching. Well, the only switching job is these 3 stupid excavator cars that I slammed into, and it's worth maybe $3,000-$4,000 to unload these and split up these 3 empty flat cars and put them in different places. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it. Let me see. I think we have a couple of decisions to make with what we're going to do next year. So, And it's getting dark. Great. So we've got these 3 passenger cars that I came in here with. It's a job to take them right back to the food factory. 26 minutes from coal mine to the food factory. And since in order to get from coal mine to the food factory, you have to go around this freaking spiral. There's actually no way around it. You have to go around that spiral. It'll be downhill all the way there. But still, there's speed limits that you have to go by. And 26 minutes because of that big spiral, I don't think I would make it. On the way here from Food Factory, it was all upstairs, wow, uphill around the spiral. But of course, it was the steam engine, which is 3 little passenger, well, not little, but 3 passenger cars, which weigh almost nothing. So it was very easy to go the speed limit. And I still was off by like maybe 3 minutes of getting the speedy bonus. It was tough. So I'm probably not going to do that because I'm pretty sure I won't get the speedy bonus going back. It is kind of a nice run going around that spiral. But so since we're in the coal mine, of course, there's coal. This one is 1,100 tons. That is out of the question. There's no way I'm making out of here with 1,100 tons. I can barely get out of here with about 800. It's tough, but I can do it. 1,100 with just 1 steam engine? No. Of course, there is another steam engine here. This is the idea of hooking up 2 steam engines and trying to teleport back and forth between the 2 steam engines. I'm not gonna do it. It's not even worth that much money. That would just be for the challenge of it. And then there's 400 tons of coal going to steel mill. That I could easily do. But, you know, it's kind of boring. There's not much of it. And then there's 2 sets of flat cars going to the sawmill. That'd be something a bit different. I mean, I have gone to sawmill on stream before, but here to sawmill, there's a couple different ways we can go, actually. We could go this way around the spiral, and then through Food Factory, and then down this kind of shortcut to City Southwest, and down over the sawmill. Like this way from there. That would probably be the best. Hi there, Lambda. Yes, I'm a bear tuber. I picked out a little engineer hat. PNG, but it's not too great. I should have got one that looks at you straighter. I was in a rush, though. I didn't feel like putting the lights on for the webcam. Then also I could go still around the spiral, but down past Steel Mill and this way to get to the sawmill. That's probably the best route. And then this is really out of the question because there's no Y here, so you'd have to back down to this Y to go that way. It doesn't make any sense. Or what really wouldn't make any sense is to go all the way down to the harbor through there and then take this line all the way across over to the sawmill. That'd take about three times the allotted time, probably. How much time do they give me to get to steel mill? 54 minutes. Yeah, it's a long run no matter how you look at it. Well, I think I've already made the decision that I'm going to do sawmill because it's just something a bit different instead of just running the steel mill. Although, here's the other thing we have to think about. Even if I'm going to fill up the tender here, the coal mine, but if I do like an express run with the flat cars, I know I'll be able to run the steam engine pretty efficiently because it's barely any weight. It's what, 132 plus 60, so not even just under 200 tons. That's like nothing. But if I don't stop in the steel mill and fill up, how much water am I going to have left when I get down to sawmill? And I know I can't get more water down there. And then I'm going to want to probably take something out of the sawmill, maybe stopping for a south on the way. See, the problem with going to sawmills, there's only one place that the loads coming out of the sawmill goes. It's the only place it ever goes to is goods factory. I don't know why. I would think any of the big cities, like City Southwest, Harbor, goods factory, well, it does go to food factory. You'd think any of them would take lumber, because really lumber is a consumable item, not just for a factory, but also for consumers, people. But no, the only place the lumber ever goes to is goods factory, I mean. So that's kind of limiting there. And then if I go to steel mill, then I can fill up the tender, and there's a few more options. I guess I should go to steel mill. As tempting as it is to run all those flat cars to sawmill, it's kind of limited. And I can't get water in the sawmill either. So I would have to go this way and stop at the steel mill to top off the tender. So I might as well just go to steel mill. Alright. So it's probably just going to be this short string of coal. I don't know. If it was flat track, 1,100 tons of coal, I could move it and get it moving, and it probably wouldn't go too fast, but I would be able to get it moving. But climbing out of this coal mine with 1,100 tons, I'm pretty sure that's impossible with just a steam engine. At least for me. So I'm not going to try it. Alright. I guess the other option is we could just run light out of here with nothing and run up to the military base. Or the iron ore mine is going to be the same thing. It's going to be iron going to steel mill. We could run up to the military base and grab something that's worth a lot more that'll go back down to harbor. But I don't really care about money anymore. So there's nothing all that. I could just run down this line. I'm getting too stuck in going to the harbor all the time now, so I don't think I want to do that. Let's go with steel mill. Steel mill's in the middle of the map. Okay, so that's going to be this string here. Page 99, I'm sure. Yep. Alright, we need to shove this caboose down at the very end so that I can... Yeah. Alright. Then I need to leave these stupid excavators somewhere. Is there a track I can throw these excavators on? Once I stick the caboose on the end, I can't run around anymore, is the thing. Can I fit 3 more cars on this track? I don't think so. 1, 2... Oh, I think I can just barely squeeze them in there. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do then. If I can. You know what, I could just back all the way around the loop. That's what I'll do. The brakes are on because the game always puts the brakes on when you first load into the game. And the fire's dying down, of course, because I've been sitting around talking for a while. Didn't always have it paused either. Okay, my Discord's making noise. It wasn't before. Discord automatically goes to the streamer mode, which is fine, but I'm pretty sure any other time streamer mode still let the Discord sounds go through, like you just heard it bloop bloop, which but there's an option to not let this, and somehow that got turned on. Oh, Lambda, you got a new capture card. I know you needed one. $4K. Very cool. Wait, that's cheap. Neat. I hope you have good luck with it. Cool. They're trying to sell you like a stream deck and stuff, so definitely supposed to be for streaming. It works. Alright. Did I close the valve? Ejector. Alright. I uncoupled there, right? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Oh, this the original soundtrack to release. Oh, cool. Yep, that's something to look forward to. This is not open, right? I don't know why this would be open, but... Okay, so we're a little blocked in here. So I'm gonna stick the caboose down at the end of this yard, and then I'm gonna back these 3 cars all the way around the loop. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. I have no idea how to make that work. The song request thing. Krong used to do it. Hope he's still around somewhere. I'll look at it in a second. I'll look at it now. Oh. Nice. I'd like to do more commuter runs, but it always ends up, the commuter cars always end up just going back and forth to the same places. Which is a bit of a shame. Like this one just came from Food Factory and wants to go right back to Food Factory. Or from Harbor. The commuter ones always only go to either steel mill or farm, and then you deliver them, and then they just go straight back to Harbor. It's like, that's boring. No, I can't block the loop. Bean? Oh, okay. Fire Truck 2. I gotta play some more of that one day. A lot of interest in that still. Always still surprises me too. Okay, now I'm gonna... Wait, is there another empty? Right. Let's see. Actually... Never mind. I was gonna say there's probably is enough room that I could have run around still, but doesn't matter. Already made a game plan. Oh, and there's no turntable here, so I have to do that. I have to go around the loop anyway. Okay. No. The second game, Rise of Clans, is still pretty good, but I think the first one's better. A bit. But the second one's still pretty good. It's definitely got its moments. But, like, the first one takes place, I guess, in, like, apocalyptic Europe, right? Like, one of the zones, you can definitely tell they're going for France and stuff like that. And, the place where the old abandoned steel mill area is kind of like England and Scotland. The Sacred Grove areas. But the second game, they went more for America. Like, it's supposed to be the US and Canada. And actually the whole point of the second game is to get to Canada, the safe haven. He seems to think Canada is this amazing place to go, the main character. Which is kind of funny, but so now you've got like European devs and stuff trying to make a game about the US. And it's kind of funny, all the like US stereotypes and stuff, and how, and like there's a lot of English, and you know, the main character says some like hilarious buzzwords like you know, grind my gears would make sense, but he says something like blow my carburetor or something like that, and it's just hilarious every time he says it. And it's like as stereotypical American male voice acting as it could possibly be. And oh man, it's still good though. It's still good. It's not quite as good as the first game, but it's still good. The third game, Arcade, is complete garbage. Complete and utter garbage. That's all I can say about that. First off, it's only in Russian. Like, the voice acting is only in Russian, and it just has some English subtitles. So they couldn't even be bothered to get English voice actors for that one. And then, but that's like the least of its problems. but it's just like they call it arcade for a reason, I guess. It's more like just run around and collecting things, and there's like not really any story to it. It's not really much of an RPG game anymore for arcade. It's just it's terrible. Okay, well, what's in there? That's where the steam engine goes. Okay, and yes, there's no turntable, so I had to do this anyway. Okay. Actually, if I can find a spot to park it in the other yard, I can do it there too. Come on. Ah, yes, cross out. I haven't showed this off on stream, cross out. But cross out is actually the spiritual successor to Hard Truck Apocalypse. But it's a basically online, I don't know what you call it. Well, there is a battle royale mode in it, and it's kind of a pay to win thing. You can play it for free. It's free to play, but if you want to be good at it, you gotta shovel money into it. It's kind of like what is it? World of Tanks or War Thunder? It's made by the same people that made one of those two games, so it's that same kind of system, free to play type system. Put my music back on. Yeah. I might show that off on stream sometime. I've only played it a few times, and I don't really get into the game much or anything, but I do like building your truck. It has a really detailed truck builder thing, like as opposed to in the Hard Truck Apocalypse games. You just you start with a truck, and then there's a couple different pieces you can swap out and stuff. In Crossout, you actually they give you a pre-built truck to start, but you actually can tear it all down, right down to the frame, and pick out each piece and mix and match to try to get the best armor value or the best speed, the best add-ons, that kind of thing. So it's like putting Legos together. That's definitely the best part of the game. The rest of the game is kind of, I don't know, it's online and stuff. But putting your truck together and like putting all the Lego pieces together, it is pretty cool. I have one of my trucks is like a Ford an old Ford F-150 base, like an 80s Ford F-150 truck cab anyway, and then I have another truck that has a lot of the same parts, but it has a VW Bug front end. It's pretty cool. That part of it is pretty cool. Actually playing the game and trying to get any kind of quests done and stuff like that, that's another story. That's not so cool, but putting the truck together and sitting the guns on it and stuff, and then tearing it all apart down to the frame and putting it together slightly differently, that part I had a lot of fun with for a little while. I mean, I haven't played it in a while. I should show it off on stream sometime. Maybe if I do show it off on stream, I'm thinking maybe I'll start a new account and start from scratch. I mean, it's not like I really made it all that far. Yeah, I don't have to do that because I can just tear apart the truck that I already have and show off what it is. But yeah, that's like the spiritual successor of Hard Truck Apocalypse. Maybe some of the same devs even. Not sure. Okay, what do we got in here? Do we have an open track here? Or somewhere where I can stick 3 cars? Oh, this is where all the flat cars are. Just want to dump off these excavators. Actually, once I leave this area, all of the cars get despawned and reset, so I can literally leave them right here in the center track and be very lazy. I could stick them on this track on the left. I'm sure they would it looks like they'd fit. But I'm gonna be lazy and just leave them on the center track because they'll despawn. Now, if I was using persistent jobs mod, no, because they will stay there forever. But I haven't used that mod in a while. The thing with persistent jobs mod is I love the idea of it, and where the cars never despawn and reset, so they stay where you leave them, and then you have to figure out what to do with the yard, where to put the cars, and make room for your switching jobs and stuff. But the bad part about persistent jobs is, for some reason, unless it's changed, but like the switching jobs, especially the loading jobs, the last part of the job of where to park the cars that you just loaded up is just park them on the loading track, which is where you just loaded them from. So it's too easy. It should make you park them on an output track. But I guess people complained that the output tracks were too clogged up, so they just said, well, then we'll just have it set so that it stays on the loading track. And I mean, it works, but it also means that you're almost guaranteed to get the speedy bonus with a loading job. I mean, a lot of times you are anyway, because you get the empties ahead of time, but still, that bugged me, that I didn't have to put the loads on an output track afterwards. So I kind of stopped using it. I found another mod that I'm using called what's it called? Greater Station Range, I think it's called. Larger station range, whatever. And that gives you a lot more range to get further away from the yard without the cars resetting, the jobs expiring, and stuff like that, without doing what persistent jobs does. And that's what I've been using. But persistent jobs is almost like you're going even more hardcore, because since the freight cars never despawn, you have to rearrange the yard and decide where to park everything and make sure there's room for everything where everything needs to go. You know, the base game, you don't have to do that. The game decides where. It gives you the job sheet, but the game is already deciding where everything needs to be parked. Maybe I should turn my light on. Okay, so now we're facing the right way. Wait a minute, where's my string? That's my string, the short one. Actually, before I do this, though, I've got to fill up the tender still. On all the switches. I should have flipped the headlight backwards, and I would have been able to see a lot better. Do it now. Hi there, Lucy. How you doing? Almost thought you were still lambda. Nope. I have to look at more than just the color. We be choo-chooing. Oh, you think the vision's not good enough in the steam engine? Do it at night? That's good. Oh, your name color? Oh, I don't mind. It's just I had to look at it for a second and actually read it. Yeah, it's somewhere in that gear button. Yeah, Twitch did fiddle with a lot of stuff, especially if you're mod. Then it gives you the mod view button thing that I've never used. Even though a lot of chats I am a mod in, but I'm a very lazy mod. I don't really do anything. Settings page, yeah. I might even have to refresh my chat if I want to see your new color. Not sure how that works. This is a tender. The tender never takes body damage. It definitely would have if it could, because, like I said before, last time I played this, I wasn't on stream and I slammed into those cars with the tender pretty bad. Oh, there you go. You're red. Cool. Oh boy. Lambda, what'd you find? I'll check it in a second. There's a good modding community for Derail Valley. Auto fireman. Oh yeah, that could definitely be useful. Yep, I've never actually tried it, but yeah, it that way you don't have to do the coal and water. And you know, I don't even really consider it that big of a cheat, because in real life you have an engineer who runs the engine, and then you have a fireman that does the coal and water. It's not one person doing everything. It never is on a steam engine. So it does make sense. And the route manager, right? I watched David Amnesia. Is that his name? Yeah. He not David Amnesia. God, that's somebody from the Mike streams. David from Olivia's streams. But he streams Derail Valley and he uses Route Manager, and it is pretty neat where you can you bring up a big map of the system, and you have to do port forwarding and set it up, but you can set all the switches ahead of time and plan out your route. Actually, some people that use Route Manager it's almost like kind of a multiplayer, because somebody else, you have them set up the switches for you. Did I pay? I guess I paid. Yeah, I did. How much was it? 9,800. Not too bad. I gotta check the engine. I might have done damage to it. Yeah, those are two mods that a lot of people like to use that I haven't. I guess I like all the skill requirement of doing it yourself too. Although the fireman thing would be nice for if I wanted to try to double head steam engines. I think there's also a mod that actually lets you control more than one steam engine from the same engine. It's like making a steamer's multiple unit compatible almost. Oh, look at the wheel damage. Oh wow, I did damage this. I was hoping I didn't. That was actually, well, it's still not too bad. But the body's still at 100%. That's what I was really worried about. Damn, body damage is very expensive to fix. Why not use some sand? Why did I need to use sand? That was from a while ago. Oh, okay. Realistic steamer overhaul. I've been afraid to try that. I really should, and I've been afraid of it because I'm so used to the way it works. I'd have to kind of relearn things. And the fan for the shunter. Yep. That one, actually, I'm not quite sure it still works. That mod's kind of old, I think. Yeah. Yeah, these are mods that The realistic steamer, that makes things a lot more complicated, I think. So let me read it. I haven't checked this in a while. Yeah, the way the base game is with the reverser, it doesn't quite work like it should a little bit. Oh, and you can choke it down by putting in too much coal. Oh boy. And you have to be careful with the injector to not fill up the boiler too fast. Oh man, and then there's opening and closing the dampers and... Oh boy. Yeah. It's cool, but too complicated. I'm waiting for you to come around to a certain mod. Did I ever get... I didn't get this mod. The toggling the run, so that you don't have to hold the run button all the time. Well, I'm going to download that. I'm not going to install it now, because I'd have to shut down the game and stuff, but I'm going to download it now. Because that's a very simple thing that would be very useful. Keep, please. Because you pretty much always run anyway. Does the boiler explode? You know, it might. Or not. Maybe not explode, but close to it. Like, you know, they'd have to add like an exploding animation and sound effect and stuff, but it might start like doing... it might start doing... see, there's no engine meter for the steam engine. It would... Maybe it sucks down the wheels damage or something. Just to simulate that you're damaging the hell out of it. Okay, I did that. Alright, we're all good to go now. I think I showed you before, Lambda. There's somebody made a huge skin pack for the containers, freight cars, the containers on flat cars. Wow, that is very close. And it's all Monster Hunter stuff. It's like all the different freaking monster parts that you can get in Monster Hunter. Each one has a different trailer skin, a container skin, and it even has a warning. It's like, depending on how much RAM and CPU memory you have and stuff, only install some of these skins, because you just throw them all in there and you're gonna kill the game. Yep, there it is. Monster Hunter World Logistics. There's like 200 skins or something. It's like, holy crap. Somebody had way too much time on their hand. The only thing that bugs me about that... Hold on. Is they went through all the trouble of making all these skins. But the text... Oh, why isn't the picture coming up? Come on. There. Oh no, don't. Damn it. I scrolled to try to zoom into the picture and it moved to a different picture, and now it's just trying to load the picture because he put so many up. But the font that he used for the text on the sides of the containers is like very like default, like Microsoft block font or something like that. Handbrake mod I have, it's very nice. I don't use it as much as I should, but I have it. I almost clicked my own Discord join link right there. But I wish he found some kind of like old-timey medieval-ish font to go with instead of just a very generic one. But besides that, it's a pretty neat concept. I don't know, maybe I'm way too picky about fonts. But when I make skins, like for the different railroads, I try to find the right fonts for them, which is tricky because a lot of times they're behind a paywall, the fonts. Like I was trying to get the right Great Northern font, and I got something that's close for free, but the actual Great Northern font would have been like $10 or something. It's like, nope, not worth it. But like this one, I got the New Haven font, so that is actually accurate. That's the actual New Haven font too. It's pretty good. I made this. Well, I say I made this one. I'm not even ever going to release on Nexus because literally all I did is take somebody else's Norfolk and Western steam engine. I didn't even touch the front, the engine itself, just the tender. And all I did was erase his lettering and put in the New Haven lettering. So that's never going to get released. Nope. Somebody else can do the same thing if they want it, and it took me like 10 minutes. Oh yeah? Oh. That could be useful. I'll have to look that up. Next time I want to make skins or something, I'll try to remember that. I don't think I'm going to be trying to make any more skins anytime soon. Especially since the big update's coming in a couple months now. And then I'm guessing everything, all the mods are going to be broken when the big update comes out, I would think. Although the skin files themselves should stay the same, probably. I'm pretty sure I set up these switches right. Yeah, looks like it. That would be useful, though. I tell you, I love the lean toggle mod. Like right now I'm leaning off the side. Without the lean toggle mod, you have to hold the lean button the whole time you want to lean out of the cab. And that gets really old really quick. So now I have it set up so where you can just tap the button. It's very useful. So yeah, I get the run toggle. Maybe I'll use that too. I don't know why I didn't get that. I guess I was thinking that I was too used to holding the button, but I would get used to the toggle pretty quick, I think. I mean, it's kind of like Minecraft with the auto jump thing. Everybody hates auto jump, but I'm just wondering if some Minecraft players that are newer that just started playing when auto jump was a thing, they probably like it because they're used to it. But anybody that usually jumps on their own, And also Minecraft, you can change sneaking to toggle instead of holding shift. You can just tap shift to toggle sneaking on and off. But once again, that's the thing. If you're used to holding it so much, you're going to kill yourself when you switch it to toggle. Okay, now I need to put a little bit more in the firebox because I've got some weight. Not much, but I didn't need 2 scoops. Oh well. Not yet, anyway. Okay, now we're just gonna... I don't have to throw any switches. There's spring switches. It's fine. I just have to back down and hook up to the caboose, which is going to be a little tricky because it's going to be very hard to see. I'll have to creep. Oh yeah, it's this set I'm moving, not this So this is the 1100 ton one, huh? Wait, that's not even that long of a string, and it's 1100 tons. That just tells you how heavy coal is. Well, it's a long string, but it's not crazy long. I was tempted, but I fought it off. I was tempted to stream freaking Minecraft again. I was like, no, I can't do 4 streams in a row of not Minecraft, World of Warcraft. I can't do 4 streams in a row of World of Warcraft. I'm gonna really start losing people. I guess part of the mindset is getting my money's worth out of it. But I am needing a little bit of a break from it right now anyway, because it is getting grindy. Although I am very excited that I was able to make it, like, on the stream, I was able to make it, like, what, halfway maybe through Shadowfang Keep? And I made, like, I think I made, like, 4 gold. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but in Classic it is. Which is good, because I'm starting to really need much more money with my different characters. I can't see if we coupled or not. Yes. I do believe we did. A little worried about this coupler. One's a lot higher than the other. Wait, no, that was already on. Ding that. Okay, on. Just check the air back here. Yep. Didn't like somehow derail anything, right? Yes, World of Warcraft. Oh, I got my my chainmail headpiece. I got that sprayed it down with Lysol. I was gonna soak it in something, but talked to my sister a little bit about it, and she didn't think it should really be soaked because it's, you know, metal. So it's like, well, you know, it just smells like mildew. It's not actually mildewed. So we just sprayed it down with Lysol a bit and let it dry, and it's fine now. Well, now it smells like Lysol, but that's a lot better than smelling like mildew. So I didn't feel like putting on the webcam today, but next stream I'll wear it, no matter what I'm playing. I gotta dig out from the laundry. I gotta dig out the little do-rag thing that you cover up your head with that goes under the chainmail thing. Not being very descriptive, but you'll know when you see it. Actually, I think I will just plan on leaving from this track. I was going to move over to the main track so that all the switches would be good for the next time I come in. But, that's just a waste of material, waste of fuel. I always come into this area pretty slow anyway. So I can just start the job now. Get out of here. Where's the shed? Well, it's usually like a station, but in coal mine, it's more like a little shed. Oh, maybe I'm a lion. Oh, where am I? A6I, of course. Of course you're gonna make me go on the A track. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I gotta run around to park there. The A track is facing the way we're coming in to Steel Mill. So if I just run straight into the A track, I'll be stuck with the engine at the end of the track of the dead end. You really need to back into that. So I gotta park on the main line in the center track, and hopefully there's another empty track in the yard so they can run the steam engine around, and then I can stick it in that one. That firebox pretty hot right now. It's only 400 tons, but it's still a pretty good climb. Did I not put I didn't put the headlight back forward. It's like, I think I should be able to see better than that. In a lot of speed. Open the draft already? Yeah. Actually, my main character in Classic is, well, if you guys were here, you saw, is a druid named Ostera, and she's trying to go feral towards the guardian side of feral. So she's in bear form a lot. Rar. Get some more speed going. Come on. I know there's no handbrakes on. No, I definitely know there's no handbrakes on because I just loaded in the game. Yes, more speed, more coal, more sand. No, we don't need sand yet. Well, more heat. Look how hot the firebox is getting. Oh, this is rough. Whoa, lag, please. Oh, this is only 400 tons. I know I didn't back around the loop and get a better running start, but I figured I wouldn't have to with 400 tons. Yeah. That's all it is. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's a really big hill. Really steep, and it's a long hill, too. The only good thing about this climb is it's got high speed limits. So if you can get yourself a good running start, you can. As opposed to the other areas where there's a steep climb, you're stuck with like a 3 or 4 speed limit. So even if you want to get a good run up to it, you can't because you'd fly off the curve. This is pretty straightforward. Let that get down too low. blower on emergency actions. It's the blower. I usually don't use it. I don't think that's gonna save me. Man, I didn't think it would be this hard with 400 tons. I knew if I had 800 it would be crazy. Losing it. It's full power. That's slipping, right? Man, that's not that much weight. No. We're done. Oh, gotta let the steam build back up and see if we can get started again. That's a very big if. I might have to back all the way down around the loop and get a running start. Very possible, but didn't think I would have to do that with 400 tons. Well, we are not up the hill yet. Not for a little while yet, actually. That's the problem. It's such a long hill, too. Yeah, the hill goes into like here. So, yeah. I'll try to get her back started, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to back around the loop. Look how short the train is. Oh, God. One, two, three, four. It's only 5 cars. Sick of game about jets. Hey, I can get away with playing Danger Zone this way. Actually, it might still get flagged for copyright on YouTube, but I really don't care. Okay. Yeah, we're in the danger zone of steep hill. It fits. Not really. Oh, now I gotta let the cars air up, but I want to get moving before we start rolling backwards, so. Got air. Get in there. Oh. Sand. I'm moving, but I'm sure steam is going down very fast. Danger zone of copyright dodging, yes. We're moving. Come on, buddy. Look how fast the steam is going down. Water, turn it off. Can I turn this off? A little bit of cutoff. We'll get it somewhere, but probably not all the way. I'm running out of steam pretty quick. This is at full throttle. Try the blower, I guess. I'll try the blower this one. that's kind of a hidden cost fallacy, the blower, because the blower is using steam to blow more air into the fire. It makes it hotter, but you're using even more steam. Hidden cost fallacy isn't really the right word for that, but that's what I came up with. Can we cut off the steam a little bit? No, we really can't. Come on, buddy. Oh, this is gonna suck. I know it gets even a little bit steeper at the end, and I'm not gonna make it. I really shouldn't even be trying. I should just back down. But it's only 400 tons. Trying to get a little bit of speed, and I'm trying to use my steam a little bit more efficiently. But it's not really working. Once we get much below 9, then I'm kind of screwed on steam. Big number for the grade now, isn't it? Oh, 0 point. Oh, that's not as bad. I thought it was the 3.9. I was like, oh, come on. That sounded a little bit better. We're getting lost. Water we're going through, good lord. The rest of the trip's going to be easy, but this climb out of the coal mine is just terrible. I would have made it probably pretty easily if I backed around the loop and gave myself a head start. I just really didn't think I would need that 400 tons. Back off on the throttle a little bit. Well, we still got steam. 1.8 now. I knew it wasn't over. By the way, if anybody has me as a friend on Steam, so that's probably everybody there just about, and they want to do remote play together on Steam, that does work with this game, and you don't need to own the game. I have no idea what you can actually do or how it works, but I'm pretty sure in Steam you can just right click my name and click like remote play together, I think it's called. There's like a whole section of the Derail Valley Discord devoted to that. So people must get some kind of fun out of it. I think maybe the other person that joins in with me can like shovel coal and stuff for me, but I'm not sure. Oh, am I spinning the wheels? No, no. I think we're stalling out. I think this is the steepest part now. Okay, we're done. That was a pretty good run. We made it most of the way up, but unfortunately, right now we're at the steepest part. Oh, we're almost there. As soon as we get around this curve, it actually goes from uphill to downhill. So we're really close. I think I started running out of heat too, didn't I? Usually that's plenty of heat, but for how much steam we need right now, this needs to be in the red, this temperature needle. Now let's let it build up. Then maybe we'll run the blower a little bit before I even start. That's off, right? Yeah. That's off. Used half of our sand. Oh god, no, it's on. I forgot which way is which with this freaking sand. Oh, brakes are released? No, the brakes are still... Okay, the entire train is still... The brakes are still on the entire train, and she's rolling backwards. Wow. That's a serious hill. I don't think we're going to be able to restart, actually. But right there, that's where it goes downhill. So that's literally... We need to make it this far before... And then we'll be up the hill. But we're on the steepest part of it right now. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now we're going to open up the freaking blower, which I usually never use. Get that heat really high. Why is it not going up? Because the coal's down. That's why. Fire-breathing dragon time. Okay. That's with the sand on. Come on. I don't think it's gonna work. Nope. This is just too steep right here. Wonder if even if I didn't have any weight on me, I still wouldn't be able to move from this spot. Put a little bit of independent on. So the brakes try to hold it from slipping. No. We're not moving. Nope. Back down we go. I don't know why I tried. Have to get more sand. Wait, is that draft not open? How'd that happen? only watch you play on Steam. There's no remote play. Let's see what it's called. Oh. It might be a country thing. Yes. Yes, Lambda, you're so right. A hubris of trying to get up the stupid hill. I still can't believe that I wasn't able to. Let me see. Friends list. I don't have any friends playing anything. Oh, yeah, burn. Yeah, like underneath, when you right-click my name, there should be invite to watch and then remote play together. And it should be remote play together, but maybe it might be a country thing? So I'm in the US and you're not? I have no idea though. That's perfect. Might as well give myself some speed. How fast we're picking up speed, I haven't even touched the throttle. So quiet because it's so easy downhill now. And here's the problem, I didn't leave the switches nice, so we're gonna have to hop back to the took the brakes back off, but they're still squealing. This handbrake isn't on, right? Was this handbrake on the whole time? I think the handbrake on the caboose was on. Yeah, it's not squealing anymore. Who put the handbrake on? One of you jokers. I hope I'm not going too fast. I can't tell. I wish there was a speedometer back here on the caboose. Actually, I need to hop back. I'm going too fast. Be sure. Well, we're only doing 40, but still. That's why I couldn't make up the freaking hill, probably. Freaking handbrake was on. Now the brakes I'm hearing is just the regular brakes, I think. Yeah, I know the handbrake's not on anymore. Well, maybe it wasn't on before either. It was just taking a while for it to kick off. I don't know. I might have set the handbrake when I parked it there, though. Let's just go left on this first switch, then I don't have to worry about the other ones. We'll just run through them. Because they're spring switches. Oh, okay. I'll try it in a second. Alright. I put on the handbrake a little bit there. No. No, I don't want to fast travel. No, jump. Jump to the steam engine. Oh god. No. Try it one more time. Nope, this is not gonna work. Okay, well. Jump there the old-fashioned way. Oh, we're doing 50 something. I put the brakes on full. Okay, 30. That was fun. Oh, it says live in the corner right now. Hold on. I didn't say that before. What's the Steam Elite overlay? Shift Enter? Shift Tab? Broadcast. Broadcast. I think. It got scary, huh? Invite. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, I invited you. Aha. It made a sound. I think you're in. It says this player has no input, though. Enable keyboard. Oh, I can give you either keyboard control or mouse control? Can I still control the keyboard if you're controlling? Okay, I'm giving you keyboard control. We're gonna test this. Oh boy. Okay, I can still control things. Good. So, if you have keyboard control, is it? Do you think it's working now, Scissors? First off, this is interesting. Okay. Press A. Press and hold A a bit. See if the firebox door opens up. It does. Oh, but I don't think you can shovel coal in, maybe. Can you move your view around and stuff? You know what? Let me give you mouse control, too. Hold on. No, you poofed. I think. It crashed. Ah, damn. We got ghosts. I think if I give you both keyboard and mouse, you could shovel coal for me. Maybe. So every time I have to invite you, huh? Let's try it one more time. Why does this say stream? Hold on. Don't do anything yet. End I don't know why streaming is part of this. Oh, play together. I guess stream. I guess that's just what it says. All right, I'll give you keyboard control too, or mouse. You have both keyboard and mouse. Oh wait, now now you're moving me around. Oh, now we're gonna fight each other. I see. I think. All right, well, let's roll. I won't touch anything for a second. Let's see if you can shovel coal. 5 on the keypad gives you the shovel. A to open the firebox a little bit. Oh, I can do that. Just click and throw it in. Oh, you can, but I can't give you mouse control because then I can't look around. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I think we can both have keyboard control, okay. But if I give you mouse control, then that's gonna be too weird. Alright, well, you can stick around, but I'm taking off the mouse control. You can, well, you know, just with the keyboard, there's one thing you can do for me. You can add water. That's, S and X to open and close the water thing. Huh. That's wacky. Yeah, it's not really multiplayer. Oh, it keeps crashing. Okay. That's interesting, though. But if we had both had mouse control, then we'd be fighting over it. Yeah, it's not quite multiplayer. It's like two people control the same person. Yes, you shoveled some coal in for him. Hold on. Steam is blinking at me. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for, but unless there's a way you can put in coal without using the mouse, which I don't think there is, then yeah. You could just add water. That's about the only thing you could do for me. And I'd have to look at the cage now and then every once in a while just to show you what the water level is, so... someday there will be some kind of multiplayer, but I think it's like years down the line. There is a multiplayer mod. I think it technically still works. It hasn't been worked on in a little while, but the only thing you can do with the multiplayer mod is use the shunter. Steam engine and the big diesel, no. And it's pretty limited and very buggy. Oh, the boiler. You would have blow up the boiler for me. Oh, could you imagine real multiplayer though, and having a double head steam engines, 2 steam engines? Oh, that'd be so cool. Someday, or even just one steam engine and one person drives the train and the other one's the fireman doing the coal and water. That alone would be really good. Crap, I need to get sand, don't I? Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure if I make a point to hit this hill at least like 35 miles an hour before it starts getting steep, I should be fine. Like, the faster the better. But wondering if I should get more sand. I only got a quarter tank of sand. Usually I never ever have to use sand, and I did leave it on a little bit that one time when I didn't realize which way the switch had to be. ATS remote play. Same thing. Yeah, probably. Of course, with ATS, I'd be using the wheel. Yeah, with ATS, I could give you mouse control, and I'd be driving, but you can move my head left and right. I'd be like, why am I looking over there? We'd be doing that, and the chat would say, like, oh, look at the outside of the truck, or look at this or that, and you're looking around, and I'm like, why am I looking over there? Well, that'd be interesting. Did we make it around the loop? I think we did. That's useless. Yeah, we made it around the loop. AI had tracking, yes. Okay. That should be good enough. I'm not gonna go get more sand, screw it. We're gonna make it this time. I feel it in my bones. Okay, I want at least 30 just going around the loop even. God, it's only freaking 400 tons. That's what's really I can't get over. I can understand when I'm trying to get up there with 800 tons that, yeah, I gotta really have my crap together and have all the steam, the production I can get. But 400 tons shouldn't be that crazy. And I already put 2 scoops in. Okay. That's as fast as I can go around this loop. Yeah, we're doing 30, almost 40. That actually might be a little bit fast. Just do some independent. There we go. That's good. That's good. I wonder if that handbrake was really on the caboose. I think it might have been. It's hard to tell. Alright, we're around the curve. Open her up. Now we gotta run and start. I just really didn't think I would need that with only 400 tons, is the thing. Okay, 50 is the limit. Until we get over this bridge, I think. Yeah, then it goes up to 10. It goes up to 10 for about 20 feet, and then 8. Derail Valley, I love you. Speed, power, all those good things. Now this is much more like it. I saw a 6. I didn't slow down. Not touching the freaking brakes, that's for sure. Derail before I hit the brakes on this uphill. Well, also what we've determined with our little test with the remote play thing is the keyboard controls are the same for the other person playing as for me. So I told him to use S and X and A and Z. A and Z for open and close the firebox. And that's what worked for him, and I know I changed that manually when I first started playing this. I think actually those ones, I don't know. Well, he used numpad 5 to get the shovel, and that's definitely my thing. So yep, I was wondering a little bit if for some reason he would still have default controls, but oh, doesn't look like it. Makes sense that he would have to have the same controls as me. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine this time. That's just what you have to do when leaving the coal mine. I guess it just doesn't matter if you only have 400 tons. Okay, there's the downhill. You just have to go all out and get a lot of speed. Yeah, we're over the hill. Okay. Okay, the draft is off. Throttle's off. Alright. The rest now is all downhill. It's all the way to the steel mill, pretty much. I am going to have to turn the switch after we go around the spiral to go left. I know I'm only doing 50, but I feel like I'm going a little too fast. But after going around the spiral, I got to make a left to go down the main line to the steel mill. Because I came from the food factory last time. I'm gonna let the firebox cool down a little bit more even. I got plenty of steam still. Like I said, it's pretty much all downhill now. Oh man, the reflection on this window is rough. Sometimes it's hard to tell which way you're turning. I'm going a little fast. Okay. And I know that I came from the food factory, so I don't have to worry about switches right now. Still haven't put coal in yet. Sometimes I'm not going to make up that whole failed hill climb. As far as the time is concerned, I didn't even bother setting the pocket watch, and it's a good thing I didn't. and before was 6. Okay, now we need fire. Went a long way without it, though. Four. And back to 6. Eventually, once the whole train is past that sign. Next one's going to be lower. Six. And the next one's going to be lower. Halfway through the spiral already? Just about. The sun's starting to come up. Good. Took me so long to get out of the coal mine. 4. I saw that down there, barely. Hey, the sun's out. And back to full. Of course, as soon as I get up to speed. That's not enough. Still not enough. Jesus. Hard to slow this coal back down. It's rolling. We're coming up on the switch for the steel mill now. Yeah, this is where remote dispatch would come in handy. Throw that switch just past the tunnel for me. Instead, I gotta do it. So, there it is. Oh, baby. Oh, please. Oh, slow down. That's a 3. No warning. That's how Derail Valley rolls. Okay, we're good. Barely. That's tricky. That speed limit sign before this tunnel, that very short tunnel, really needs to be a 3. Because right after that is that freaking switch. Of course, if you're going straight, though, I guess that makes sense. If you're going straight, then you can stay at 4. Now I'm fighting the brakes a bit. We made it, though. We didn't die. I'm gonna throw this back because next time I'll probably be going to Food Factory. Since it's such a short track, it's a short train, I mean, I can reach it easy. Now I know the speed limit's at 6. Good. Yeah, that was Goods Factory. Good. Oh, that was Oil Well. Right. Next one's Goods Factory. It's gotta be right, too. That was wrong. Yay. Fixed it. said 7, but 7 felt like I was about to fly off the tracks. Yeah, that curve. Yeah. That curve is the one that makes the whistle blow on its own stuff and act like you're about to fly off the tracks, but you're doing the speed limit. It's annoying. Alright, I have to go in the freaking A6I. Man, even if I didn't screw up getting out of the coal mine, I probably wouldn't get the speedy bonus then, because I have to come into the main line and run around to actually park it into A6. Man, that sucks having to come into A6 from this direction. If I was coming from the south, it wouldn't matter. I guess the other option is to fly through Steel Mill and turn around at the Y, but I think that's an even longer option than running around. I'm just hoping they give me an empty track in Steel Mill is the thing. If there's no empty track in the yard besides the main one in the middle, then it's more annoying because then I have to move something out of the way before I can run around. Or I can run down to the maintenance part of the yard and grab another engine just to grab the 5 cars and shove them into the A6. I could do that. Oh boy, we're at the circus. Bonk the clown. Is that what this is? Doink the clown. Doink! I have no idea what that's from. A video game of some sort, I'm sure. Get bingo in here, yeah. Kind of. It does kind of. Especially when I had scissors controlling the camera for me. That was wacky. I'll check that when we get the Steel Mill landing. It's starting engine house. There's no way I can run around in that part of the yard. Oh, come on. An empty track, please. Yes, I think that track is empty. Close enough I can just shove whatever's in my way out of the way. I think it's empty though. Okay, good. Maybe they knew. The game knows it's like, okay, we have to give him an empty track to run around with. I wonder if I made up enough time to still get the time bonus. There's no way. No way. Oh, I love how the one switch stands in the way of the other switch stands. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but rather not go down that way. Yep, it's clear. It'd be a little quick for going backwards, but really want to see how close I get to the time, even with the scuffed hill climb. No, I'm not even at the crossing yet, no. Perfect. I didn't close the freaking angle cock. The other end. I know I didn't. Always forget. Always forget. know where I'm going. So, pain in the ass. Ah, Papyrus. That's who decided I had to bring this into 6i. One of his dastardly puzzles. Oh, I didn't. Oops. Better late than never, I guess. Okay. There's the station house. No way in hell we made it on time. Okay, I didn't think it was that far off. I figured they gave me 28 minutes and I made it in like 40. 68 minutes, wow. Yeah, because I spent so long trying to chug my way up the hill the first time when I knew it was already a lost cause. I guess I just wanted to really push it. Oh well. Let's see, there's a quest to unload what we just brought in. $3,800. No, I don't need money, so. Ooh, unload. Now that's a whole big long string. Just one shot, 8 minutes. Just take the string, unload it, and park it somewhere. I might do that. Just because then all of those empty cars might lead to something else. I don't know. I don't know. Load and these are loading jobs to load up stuff to go to Machine Factory. There's a job going to. Oh, god damn it. There's a job going to Machine Factory. 570 tons. Harbor. Goods factory, definitely not. And here's all the harbor jobs, of course. Harbor. Iron Ore Mine West. Machine Factory. How about unloading this? Let's see, 3, 4. What'd that be? About 500 tons plus another 570. That would make it 1,000 tons. If we load up these two jobs and combine it with this job to go to machine factory, that'd be probably a little over 1,000 tons. Here to machine factory. Oh, from city southwest to machine factory is uphill. This stretch here, especially right here. And right here. You can get a bit of a running start to it, but still probably can't make it up into machine factory with 1,000 tons, which is the steam engine. Probably not be an interesting challenge, but I feel like I've already done enough challenge. The other option was there's some sets of rails to go down to the harbor, which is always good, but it's also kind of boring. You've seen me go down to the harbor many times. Could unload this set of argon gas and see if those flat cars go somewhere else afterwards. Maybe not. And there's a string of empty hoppers to go up to Iron Mine West, which is up this way. Or I could not do any of this stuff. Just fill up the tender and go down to the farm and find something to grab. Or, excuse me, or central up here. Get some logs and bring them down to the sawmill. Or oil while central too. That's an option. So if anybody's still around and wants to throw any input in of what they want me to do, you can. Otherwise, I will choose. I don't think I want to make another harbor run just yet. Although, I'd say another, we didn't go there yet this stream, but still, it's kind of probably getting repetitious to keep going to the harbor. Yeah, I hear you, bird. Oh, boy. Ow. This tailbone lately has been bugging me. I gotta move. It's the way I'm sitting. Maybe, I don't know. I am sitting on the tailbone pillow. I can't blame the chair on the tailbone. That's a long-going issue. And I'm relatively comfortable with my back on this chair now. I'm pretty much completely decided that I'm not going to try to return this chair, even though I probably should, but I just really hate the idea of wheeling this freaking thing through Walmart. Or probably what I would do is I would take it apart. I could take apart the whole top half of the chair, like the seat in the back and the armrests, and put that in the box. I still have the box down cellar. But what I can't take apart is like the metal bracket that bolts to the bottom of the chair, and then there's the like piston, the vertical piston. That's the thing that you can activate to make the chair go up and down. And then the legs with the wheels on it. Those three pieces were just press fit together, where you just take when you put it together, you just take those three pieces and stick them together, basically. And then just sitting on the chair presses them together. And then so it works, but you can't take it back apart, I think. Although I never tried, but maybe if I got that assembly like upside down and had like a piece of pipe and a hammer, I might be able to drive it back out. I don't know. Just so I could get it down to all the pieces to fit in the box, but I think I'd rather just keep the chair and deal with it. I think it's working good enough now that I've figured out the complete pillow solution. It's a stupid way to put it in. It just sucks that I have to use 3 different pillows to get comfortable on a brand new chair, but Bingo Bongo the clown. Bingo the clown. No. Oh Lord.
Hi, Bingo. I'm not Bingo. Hi, Bingo.
No, we're not doing Bingo the clown. He has showed up. Where did he show up, Bingo the clown? He showed up in your stream burn, right? Not too long ago, within the last year, and maybe Spot's stream. Showed up a couple times here and there. We all thought he'd never show up, but he did. Bingo, and well, there was Bingo, and then there was somebody else with a joke making, and they made Bingo the Clowno. I don't know. That probably wasn't the same person. It's usually Bingo the Clown. Listen, my extreme characters were weird. Let's just keep it at that. I'm just trying to stretch a little bit. Not be in as much pain. I don't know why the hell this tailbone's bothering me this much. The only thing I can come up with, and I really hope it's not the case, it doesn't feel like it, but I hope that stupid cyst isn't coming back. I don't think so. I think maybe I'm slouching a little bit too much or something. I'm just sitting a little bit in the wrong spot. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. 513.70. 798. That's 800 tons on its own. 855, okay, if I do go to Harvard, that would be the winner, probably 855. That's gonna be tricky because I can't get much of a run up on the hill, but I think I could do it. It's not as steep as Coal Mine, getting out of Coal Mine. I think I've done close to 1,000 out of here, actually. Let's unload those cryogenic stuff, just in case those flat cars turn into something. That's it right here, I'm sure. This is why we couldn't come in on 3i, because these were parked here. Yep. That's the RP reason, anyway. Why am I yawning? Oh, because I stayed up way too late last night. I stopped the stream at a relatively reasonable time, like 1:30 in the morning or something, but I think I did stop playing WoW completely then, yeah. But then I stayed up and I watched videos and whatever else I was doing. I ended up not really falling asleep until probably 4 or 5 in the morning, which was bad because I had to snowblow this morning. We got snow. We finally got the first real snow. It wasn't much. It was only 2 inches, but it was just barely enough to be able to use my little small snowblower, which is all I was hoping for. I didn't want to have to shovel everything. I didn't have to, so that was good. But the little snowblower, I started that up, and it was running, but every once in a while, blah, 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 it slowed down a little bit. I was like, it'll probably get better when I run it more, because any other time that it's ever done that, it just gets better. But so I started using it, and I made it 2 stripes up and down the driveway and a little bit maybe into the sidewalk, and then blah, 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 it just died. It's like, oh, what is going on? I know it's full of gas. What is going on? So, oh, that's interesting. This looks like it's set up so that it could load these cars at the steel mill. It should just unload, whatever. So anyway, dragged it back to the garage, and I had a pretty good idea of what happened, because when I was testing the snowblower like a month ago, because I was being good and I was getting the snowblowers ready to go and making sure they were all ready to go for the winter. A couple months, more than a month ago. Jeez, I did this probably early November, late October, or maybe even. Let's see if I can get through here. No, it doesn't look like it. Nope. But wait, this coal. Yeah, this coal's shooting out. That makes more sense. But anyway, when I ran it then, it was running good, but it was blowing a lot of smoke. And the problem with this snowblower, and it's the problem with any of these little snowblowers, is it's I don't know if it's cheaper to build it this way or what, but it's a gas oil mix 2-stroke engine. So you have to mix oil in the gas. It's a pain in the ass. It's kind of like a chainsaw where you gotta mix oil in the gas. I don't get this. How? Well, this isn't the unload track, but still. How does it get coal out of the? Doesn't vacuum the coal out of the hoppers. So anyway, so what I did, I figured, okay, there's a little bit too much oil in the gas. Is the problem, most likely. That's why it's smoking like crazy, which, yeah, you put a little bit too much oil in the gas and then it's gonna burn off the extra oil. Even though the whole point of a 2-stroke engine is to burn oil. I don't know. I hate 2-stroke engines. So so what I did to try to remedy that is I ran it for a little bit with the blowing smoke, and I was like, oh man, this is blowing a lot of smoke. I really don't want to actually snow blow like this and just blow smoke all over the neighborhood. So there was just barely enough room in the gas tank on the snowblower, and there wasn't much because I filled the damn thing up just about. But I was able to pour in just a little bit of plain straight gas. And then I just, shook it up a lot to mix it. And then before I started snowblowing today, this is where I screwed up. I put just a little bit more plain gas in, and I don't think I should have. I put in the mix, and then I put just a little bit more plain gas. I figured, okay, I put in some of the mix, and then I'm like, yeah, it probably needs a little bit more plain gas just so that it doesn't smoke. And I think I overdid it with that. I barely put in any plain gas though, so I don't know if that was the problem or not, but it didn't run very good, and then it conked out, and then it didn't want to restart at all, which made my arm sore trying to pull start it because the freaking starter motor didn't work on it. I really should pause the game. But so then I dragged it back to the garage. I had a pretty good idea that was the problem, so I put in more of the mix, and I tried to restart it. It wouldn't restart, so I figured, okay, I gotta let this thing sit. Maybe it got too hot. Although it sounded like it was running fine, it wasn't smelling. It didn't smell burning or anything like that, so I don't think it got too hot. I don't know. But anyway, I just took the shovel and I did a bit with the stairs and stuff up in the front. Took my time clearing the ramp and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, now let's try the snowblower again. And sure enough, it started right up and it ran pretty good. A couple times it just just a tiny bit, but not really. So that mix has got to be dead on, that freaking gas oil mix. Oh, I hate gas oil mix. Pain in the ass. but then I snow blowed. And considering it was only 2 inches, there were a couple spots where it kind of got stuck a bit. I think what I want to get, I've been spending a little bit of money here and there. I don't want to keep spending money, but my neighbor was telling me about these battery operated electric snow blowers, little ones, like the little one I'm using, the Cobalt brand with, you know, rechargeable batteries that you can swap out and put on the charger and stuff. And boy, it's getting very tempting because I don't think they were super expensive, although they probably are now because everything's going up. But I would kind of look at, there was an electric snow blower, and then there was something they called electric broom, which is kind of like a spinning broom that kind of just blows the snow around, and that would only be good for like really a little bit of snow, like under 2 inches of snow. Very tempting though, because we get a bunch of little storms where you only get like an inch, inch and a half, or like an inch of slush. That's no, you can't do anything with a snowblower with it, but it's heavy to shovel. That's where like the electric broom thing, or it might have even been called electric shovel. I don't remember what it was called now, but that's where that would come in handy. Now I'm thinking though I might want the actual electric snowblower. I say electric, it's rechargeable. Yeah. They do make electric snowblowers that you plug in an extension cord and it runs off your house power, but I've got a 4-car long driveway and then 4 lots worth of sidewalk, so I'd need about 400 feet of extension cord if I wanted to do that purely electric. I might look into that Cobalt rechargeable thing, because this little snowblower that I have, this little Toro thing, it still works. I replaced the spark plug in it last year. That was kind of a pain. And it still works, but it doesn't work nearly as good as it used to. It clogs a lot easier. And now sometimes it doesn't run too great, but I'm pretty sure I didn't have the gas oil mixed just right. But it does clog relatively easy, and I have to do a lot more manual, like pushing it around and stuff. It's not scooping and pulling itself along as good as it used to. I think maybe the rubber, instead of having metal tines, it has like rubber scoops that spin, and the way it scoops its way through the snow and it kind of pulls itself that way. It's not self-propelled like the wheels. The wheels aren't powered, and actually most of the time you're using it, the wheels are up in the air because you got to tilt it up for the scoops to pull you forward. But a lot of times, instead of it pulling it forward, it just kind of gets stuck and just sprays snow everywhere and just sits there. I replaced the belt on it last year too. And you know, this air conditioner, this snowblower really isn't that new. It's pretty old. I think it's from like 2006 or so, and it was used at our other house for a while, and the tenants were using it for a while on a crappy concrete driveway. So probably is time to get a nice new rechargeable one. But if there's a lot of snow, then I get to use my neighbor's John Deere snowblower. It's this big, like, I don't know what the size, it's more than 24 inches. It's probably 32-inch swath that the snowblower cuts out. It's a big snowblower. It's really a bit too big. But he had this big driveway that he used to try to do the whole driveway with it and stuff, so he wanted it big. He wanted to be able to just do one pass through and be done with it, you know, like with the sidewalk. And it is really good for that. It's really wide. But when it's bigger and wider like that, it's a bit more susceptible when the snow is wet. It's a bit more susceptible to clogging up because it's eating up too much snow at once. I really wish it was like a 2-foot cut. That would have been, you know, you got to make a couple extra passes maybe, but it would have been a little bit easier to deal with. The big one is just a little bit too big and clunky for what we do. But when you got a big giant snowstorm and 2+ feet of snow, then you're really happy to have that big snowblower. That's the thing. We're starting to get less and less of those kinds of storms now. We usually get one big storm at least in February. But even then, that doesn't mean we're going to get 2 feet of snow. I don't know if Lucy's still around, but she got a pretty big snowstorm where she is, and she's in a place where usually it's usually like an ice storm or half ice, half rain, half snow. It's usually not much snow they get, but this time they got walloped pretty good. I wonder how much they actually got. I bet she's sleeping or something. Yeah, let's get back to work. And now it'll make my tailbone not hurt. I'm kind of leaning forward. And while that feels good right now, it's gonna make my back hurt. That's not even the fall of the chair. That's just this freaking tailbone. This tailbone issue I've had for years, ever since I kind of fell on my rear end on the wheelchair ramp in the front, snow blowing the wheelchair ramp because I'm lazy. I still do it with a little snow blower. And I was coming down the ramp with this little snow blower. My mistake was, I think I already cleared the ramp and I was just going down the ramp with the snowblower in front of me, and it wasn't having to work at all. I was just rolling it down the ramp, and I was moving a little bit too quick, and there was just a little bit of skim of leftover snow, and I slipped on it. This was like probably 3-4 years ago now, and I landed right on my tailbone. It's hurt ever since, on and off, sitting, as you'd expect. I have a special pillow that I sit on. I don't remember what the technical term for this pillow is, but it's got like a cutout towards the back that is where your tailbone sits. So it takes some of the pressure off of it, and usually that's enough to keep my tailbone from hurting. Now, for some reason lately, like for last maybe a week, it's been bothering me. If I'm sitting a little bit different, or it just feels like bothering me. I know I didn't re-injure it again. I haven't fallen on him in a while. Well, I did slip and fall in the driveway last year, but it was very, very minor. I went down pretty slow. And after that, my neighbor said, enough's enough, and bought me a new pair of boots. And I was like, I don't need boots. These boots are still good, and they were relatively waterproof still. They were kind of torn up a little bit, but not where it mattered. But what I didn't realize so much is the tread underneath was pretty worn. You could still see the pattern of the tread, but it was kind of slick. It was like worn and slick. And that's, very bad in the wintertime. Those boots I still have them down cellar. I didn't throw them out. But those boots were like over 10 years old. I bought them to work on the railroad. I worked on the railroad in 2006 to 7. So, yeah, that's how old those boots are. They were like $35 at Walmart. And the new ones that I just got because he gave me money. He was like, go get boots. The new ones that I got, I ordered them online because I knew my shoe size and everything. Same exact boots as the worn out ones from 10 years ago from Walmart. And still, like, I think they might have gone up to like $40. I'm like, okay, you can go up $5 over the past 10 years. I can't complain about that too much. Well, is it 10 years? 06 to 16. Oh yeah, more than 10 years. Oh no, that's not what I'm doing. I made the skin, by the way. I haven't released it yet. I guess I should. I made this. Oh, I can't change it because it's not Skin Manager. It's the other mod that lets you reskin this stuff. I didn't make the flat car. I made this skin on the cryogenic container. One moment. Now I feel like I need to take an idle meeting. Yeah, I'll use VTuber terms. It's an idle meeting. I got some idle things to do. IDOL, idle. S, idle meeting. There. I will be right back. Alright. I was thinking for a second. Right before I started streaming, for some reason, the sudden urge, I was like, I kind of want to play baseball. And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that now. But maybe sometime really soon I can stream that. I have on my, that would be streaming from my PlayStation. I have MLB 98, and I have Triple Play 99. Ooh, 1999. I also have MLB 2003, I think. Yeah. That one I never really figured out as much as the other two. That's all hooked up and it's supposed to be, right? 285. Let's check. Big Huntsville IRL. Oh my god. I wish back in the day when I was in school and stuff and young and whatnot, I actually got into baseball because I am a big baseball fan. Not as much anymore. I haven't actually watched baseball in a couple of years. I just kind of fell out of favor of it, I guess. But I could have probably made a good pitcher back then because I'm left-handed. That alone, if you can throw a ball with your left hand, that alone gives you a chance. You know, lefty specialists are pretty important. I think I would be some kind of controlled pitcher. I never had some kind of arm where I could like throw real hard, but I bet I would throw a good curveball. Like a Barry Zito type, I don't know. Man can dream. But back then, when I was a kid, I was terrified of gym class. I hated anything physical like that. And, you know, where you're all in gym class, you know, do exercises together, and you gotta play like basketball and stuff like that. And I wasn't one of the kids that would just completely not participate and just sit on the sidelines and end up freaking failing gym class, which is extremely hard to do. But I was also terrible at it, and I was just like, you know, like in basketball, for example, I would just kind of be towards the end and just go from one side of the court to the other when everybody else is going from one side of the court to the other. That kind of thing. Soccer, I was always some kind of a defender position, so I just stay like up in front of the goal area, which is a legit position. Actually, that position you're not allowed to go past the center line, but you can go up to the center line, and I would stay like in that quarter of the field. But actually with soccer, I kind of had fun doing that. That was probably my favorite thing to do in gym class, as far as all the forced sports were concerned. Everything else I was pretty terrified of, and I always knew where the right spot would be, where right thing to be would be, so that I would be participating, but not be the person that would have to actually handle something. And you know, all the other kids could tell that you didn't want anything to do with sports. When we did play baseball or softball, probably it was softball, but I would play like, not first base, I would play like maybe 20 feet behind the first baseman, which isn't a position at all. You know, not right field either, no, between first base and right field. I would just stand there, you know. And I couldn't hit for anything. I tried my best to avoid hitting, but sometimes they made you do it. And the only time I was ever able to do any kind of hitting a ball at all, you know, I never had like a dad to teach me how to play or anything like that. So, the only time was if the weather was bad outside. So instead of doing softball outside, we did wiffle ball inside in the gym. And then with that, I guess because the ball's moving slower and it's a plastic bat, you know, and everything, then I was able to actually make contact, and I hit it pretty good. I mean, I was relatively strong, so if I could figure out the timing, I could actually, you know, hit pretty good, but I would have never, I'm terrible at anything, timing, hand-eye coordination, that type of thing. It's complete garbage at it. Say you're a spirited child and join a children's baseball game. Yes. Lord. And then later on, like after I was already, well, go back another 3 cars, but after I was already like past the age of when I would be able to get into baseball, I was a big baseball fan by then. I was a big fan of the Mets, specifically New York Mets. So then I ended up, for whatever reason, getting a ball and a glove, and I already found a bat somewhere. And me and a couple of my close friends, we would play around with it. And my friend Bobby actually did know the basics of baseball and how to hit, and how to throw, that kind of thing. I was never any good at catching the freaking ball, which would even keep you from being a pitcher when you think about it. Pitcher has to still catch the ball sometimes. But, oh damn. Can't see from back there, that's the problem. So we ain't getting 8 minutes on this, that's for sure. But yeah. But anyway, we got together and we played a little bit. Just one of us would bat and the other one would throw, you know, basically. And I always fancied myself a pitcher anyway, so that's what I did. I was throwing the ball, and I threw to Bobby, and he hit the ball pretty square, and he hit it dead center. Hit me right in the forehead. And it didn't bother me much. I just kind of stood there and go, oh, where'd the ball go? No, it didn't like knock me out or even give me a welt or anything like that. It wasn't that bad. But of course he was freaking out. He was like, that's it, no more baseball. And I was like, come on, it's fine. Get back in there, I'll throw another ball. Nope, no more baseball, we're going home. What? I still have that glove somewhere that I bought and barely ever used. It's got a ball in it. And you put the ball in the glove to try to form the glove around the ball. But, yeah. It is what it is. Friggin' hill, of course. Not that bad of a hill, but it's just bad enough to be annoying. Have it shove everything back up the hill for the switch. They definitely put that switch on the top of a hill for a reason. To give you that challenge. That was a really long string. Look at that. It's about the max you could fit on there. Wow. Not that heavy, though. It was only 525 tons. Didn't think it felt that heavy. Fully unloaded. B7S. Yes, of course, the empty track that we ran around on. String. Here we go. We'll just blow the air from here. Aha. Okay, charge back up, please. This is already turned for 7 because that's where it came from when I ran around, yeah. Probably too late, but crossing. No other cars to couple with to worry about, so that's nice. Track's wide open. Wait, oh no! Oh no, no, why is it going that way? Oh, that's where they came from. Oh, I made sure all those switches were right, but I forgot about the switch that goes left. Took me way too long to realize that the cars were not going over there. It was such a long string. I should have seen that a while ago. Yeah. Need to go that way. Well, I wasn't gonna get the time bonus anyway, I'm sure, because it's only like 8 minutes because it's only one move. But I'm definitely not gonna get it now. Yes. Somebody threw the switch at me. No, somebody didn't throw the switch on me, that's the problem. Angry switching. that switch is on the left and you're driving from the right, so very easy to miss that one. Another rinse repeat. Yeah, it's a long string. I've said that a few times already, but I'm interested to see if this string of flat cars will go somewhere else. That's why I decided to do the switching job. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. It wasn't worth much of anything. Okay. Actually, Vern, you know what got me into the idea of playing baseball for the stream sometime? I did do it once before, but I want to do it again. The Discord group, the Mike Discord group, you know, Vault recently changed the channel icon to a baseball team. Atlanta something. It wasn't Atlanta Braves, it was Atlanta something. So that makes me want to stream baseball and beat the Braves. As a Met fan, I'm always traumatized by the Braves. They were always the obstacle in the 90s and 2000s. But I might have to pull it back a bit. Trying to rush too much. Okay, it's a time limit anyway, so I don't know why I'm rushing. Yeah, 15 minutes. Even if I didn't make that mistake with the switch, I probably still would have made it. Doesn't matter. It's 2 o'clock in game. 2 p.m. Alright, did that huge long string of empties turn into something? Oh, it did. City Southwest. Nothing good. Guess I was hoping for another excuse to go to Sawmill. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go down the harbor? Should say that's pretty much the only option, but it's not. I could. Let's see, 570 plus 320. That would be like 900 tons still. That's still probably a little bit too much. 570. I'll do this one and this one. Those 3 flat cars are probably buried somewhere though. But I could combine those 2 and do machine factory run. Yawning. What time is it? 5, 6. When I went to the bathroom just now, my mom was laying down. She decided she wanted to take a nap. And I'm like, okay. Just taking a nap at like dinner time, which is weird. I mean, I don't mind having dinner much later, but she's gonna be all messed up with her sleep schedule now. She must be feeling a little underwhelmed. She said she had a sore throat, which I'm like, oh great, here we go again. You already went through the corona nonsense, and we're doing that again. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, whatever. You're not getting many more antibiotics. You went through 2 rounds already. Pizza or bagels? I like them both, but if I had to pick which one to get rid of, it would be bagels. I really like bagels, but I like pizza more. Nobody else knows how to make pizza or bagels. Well, that's also true. New Jersey, it's pretty good too, I think. I think I'm gonna fill up the engine. I won't run up to Forest Central, maybe, or maybe I'll just stop. I'm getting tired. At 6 o'clock, I usually go until like 7. Technically, it could go even longer because I'm sleeping, which means there's not gonna be dinner anytime soon. Maybe I'll just stop at Derail Valley. Derail Valley's getting a little stagnant until the update. When the update, it's gonna be completely different, you know. You know what? Let's play baseball. That I was gonna do later. And do it live. I have to stop the stream. Yeah, I have to stop the stream for a minute. I have to unplug my webcam and plug in the capture device. Okay, so I'll keep this on BRB and give me a minute. And I'm going to switch games for a little while. Yeah, let's play baseball. Screw it. Wish I could just leave the stream going while I'm setting it up, but I know I have to unplug the webcam and plug in the capture device, so I'll be right back.